Hi, this is Suzette Dawes for Cloud Sky today, and welcome to week 2 of the Tupelo 3030 December project. I know I said that wrong, sorry. But I am so excited to share with you. Yeah, 3030 Tupelo Press is that December 24th 3030 project. So if you want to read the poems, and don't forget to read the other volunteer poets, it's at https://www.tupelopress.org, the December 2024 3030 project page. Now I'm going to read my poems here and trying to give you a little background what inspired me to write. So on day 8, we have Bluebird. And I'm going to admit that I wrote this Bluebird in week 1. You know, go back on the page to look it up. But it still haunts me because it flew in again. And I was like, oh, I got to write about it. Again, still words, images, haunt. Through the windows I saw, but by the time I grabbed my phone, gone. Yet again, too slow to the draw. Or click to capture your little soul so I could finally know if you were a blue warbler, a grackle, or blue jay, which are all native to this zone. You are my distraction for today. Through the window, I sometimes stare, watching the creatures play in the backyard while I gaze from inside behind the window. But today I wanted to know the type of birds. I picked up my phone to snap a picture, then search the internet and find out if tree swallow, tufted titmouse, or blue-winged teal. Outside my window is another universe. Unlike my reality with food recalls and wards, watching the birds in my backyard, the white ones with the long necks coming in a group and eating in the grass. The little bluebird flew closer to my window. I don't want to wait for another dawn to know. Come back now, not another day. It's in my head that I want to know. Belted kingfisher, scrub jay, or blue grosbeak, tree swallow, tufted titmouse, or blue-winged teal, blue warbler, grackle, or blue jay. Now I have to say that one of the things, I'm influenced by imagery, yes, but I did try to use a little bit of a ballad form. But if the words didn't quite fit, I still used it. So just thought I'd share that a little bit more insight on that poem. Now the next poem is because I like to play games on my mobile phone. So a lot of times, I can never get this right. Yeah. When I'm playing games, I'll play like, I guess I gotta look it up. Wordscape, Cryptogram Letters, Solitaire. But the two that I mainly get words from, and I'm like, wow, what does that word mean? Or what does that phrase mean? Or, oh, that's a strange word. It's probably Wordscape and the cryptograms. Cryptograms, letters, and thing. So, keep that in mind as we go to day 9 and we look at, I didn't move it. Day 9, and we look at mindless games. Are they really mindless, or are they mindful? Well, let's see. Welcome distraction by playing phone games. Mobile phone in hand enters another world. Surprise! Mindless entertainment becomes learning event. New word unfolds. Wizened in Wordscape. Looks at Wiktionary to give meaning. Playing another game, found Nutipuki. A puzzle answer makes me wonder. Not feeling limerence for any other. Have plans, so no longer desultory. Not particular religious, so not numinous. Okay, some of these words I can't pronounce, sorry. But still, a bit quiescent as I play phone games. So by playing the phone games, it actually made me look up some of these words. Either if I'm playing in, I think it's Wordscape, they have a Wiktionary. Otherwise, I just go on the web and look it up. But yeah, wizen, to wither. I was like, wow, I'm actually learning something, not just, phoning away there. So, a couple more words, and I try to, if you don't have plans, your desultory, yes, I know, pronunciation. I should have looked it up on Google. Not feeling limorous is like an obsessive feeling towards another person. Of course, if you're particularly religious, then you're numbness. And still a bit quiescent. I forgot what that meant, but we can look it up real quick because I do have my display. In a state of period or inactivity or dormancy. So yeah, I was still a bit the Q word because hey, I was sitting there just playing video games. So let's take a look at day 10. Now day 10 definitely was influenced by the TikTok ban. I mean, I saw headlines about it, all over the place. Here's a headline: TikTok ban 25, TikTok getting banned in the USA. And I did read up on some of the articles that were there. So we're going to bell in the new year. Omnia's forecast after the bells, as only the new year will tell, whether TikTok can withstand the impending national ban. They continue to fight and increase TikTok ads on every screen, every other platform to entice you to join their content creators and help with the fight, or be enraged at their plight and rage against the dying of the light by fighting for First Amendment rights. Not undermining national security and stealing children's innocence and purity, not addicting young adults to obsolescence with no contributive skills to society. Spying accusation looms, so we are waiting for the new year to ring in with its bells, 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 bells on the future, how it tells. I mean, I'm not a pro or against TikTok. I'm not on that platform, even though I am on others, but I did read the article and it did state certain concerns that, government has and people have, some of the things like the TikTok mobs robbing store and, leading young adults astray, comment, obsolescence. I think there's another word I picked up on one of those games. But yeah, this was day 10 entry. Now on day 11, oh yes, I went with the cryptogram daily challenge. Now you see, I brought back the word new to Phuket because, again, this whole month of December, the puzzle was focused on things from, I cannot say these words, Ravenemi. So, I said, instead of just sitting down being quizzes or whatever that word is, let's go look at some these Finnish holidays, and I was surprised how much I learned. That Santa Claus, has some. Oh wait. Yeah, it would help if I would share my screen. That Santa Claus has something to do with this Nutipuki. Okay? It's a pre-Christian pagan festival, or Julupuki. Some kind of Yule goat. But I got to learn about, if I'm saying the name right, Hadon Sunblom, even though he was, I guess, a first generation American, but he has Finnish backgrounds. So here's the tag. And then I learned about St. Nicholas was actually from Turkey, And then even the word Santa Claus evolved from Sinterklaas, which was brought to New York by Dutch settlers in the 17th century. And this Haddon Sundblom was the one who created the vision for Coca-Cola, their version of Santa Claus, which I think is what people know from know of Santa Clauses today, the big red soup and the jolly guy. And the gift given, I think they said, came from St. Nicholas, who was from Turkey. So yeah, I have to admit that doing these cryptograms, it piques my curiosity, and I actually learn some more. So let's get back to the poem. Cryptogram Daily Challenge. Down the rabbit hole I go, all in a quest to know more. Due to a word in a cryptogram, Nutipuki. Gets feasts and gifts, or gives famine and fertility. Down the rabbit hole some more. Intrigued I explore due to a place in my research, Ravannimi, where reindeers roam free, that tourists can visit and see. Down the rabbit hole to a fantastical world with so much more to explore. Of course, there's a little influence of Alice in Wonderland, even though I know that's a completely different country, but hey, I just felt like I was going down the rabbit hole. It's a common expression that I even use in business, when you just start digging and digging and you're just getting in more and more. Now, I decided to try some of the challenges that were recommended, by the creator of the 2020 challenge, and using borrowing word and phrases. It's also a little bit of found poetry, I guess. So I decided to do a bomb cyclone from an AP article. So I'll share the article. It's from AP News. I gotta close the ad. Sorry about that. So atmospheric river and potential bomb cyclone will bring messy, dangerous weather to East Coast. And here's the article where you can read. And what I did, and I actually transposed this article into a Word document and drew a map of the Northeast. And then the words that were in the map, that were in the confines, I traced out the map on the paper, and words that were in the confines of the map were the words that I used, added a couple for the poem. So, bomb cyclone. Vehicles slide off road, severe rainfall, severe thunderstorms may rapidly intensify for a cyclone in short period, and there's prospect of damages from tropics to more northern areas. Northern areas expected to bear the brunt as the storm tap moisture from an atmospheric river, which is a long band of water. Snow for about 5 days, customers coming in for ski gear. Others worried about delays, heavy wind, fog, and freezing rain. Ice accumulated, travel treacherous, unsafe conditions on stream crossing. People brace for a miserable day. So that was my influence for day 12. Yeah. So on day 13, actually was out. I was out in the evening and went to a panel thing, and then I had to write something day 13. So I went right after work, and I have to say that kind of felt a little bit out of place, but then I was made to feel welcome. Oh, and to give some background on day 13, which I felt like an inner tube among super yaks, because people were so, intriguing and interesting, and I was just like, oh, I feel like such a dud. And then the whole inner tube is like, I remember my cousins, it used to be a big thing. We used to go to the beach when I was a kid, and my cousin, I don't think they have car tires, or I'm not sure if truck tires do have inner tube, but people used to float in these inner tubes. And I'm just picturing an inner tube because I live in Florida, and the Fort Lauderdale, I was sitting in this nice building, which they sponsored the boat show, which is a lot of super yachts for the boat parade. So here I was feeling like, damn, I wonder if you could put an inner tube among all those super yachts, what it would look like. And that's how I kind of was feeling a little bit. So inner tube among super yachts never felt so out of place, because I really think it would be. So I'm just going to read because I feel like I want to comment, but I'm going to read through and then we'll go back and comment. So starting over. Floating space. Inner tube among super yachts never felt so out of place. She knew. She knew that I felt out of space, out of place. Introduced herself, my nerves calm. Introduced me to others, I fell in place. I may be in an inner tube, but the super yacht made me space. So it's about, the yachts would probably welcome me. I don't know if it was a boat show, they would let me, go down the river. I don't know if I would want to go down the river in an inner tube though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure I would want to go down the new river in an inner tube, but I think that would make me space if I had an inner tube. So this was what? Day 13? Oh, funny how time flies when we're having so much fun. Yeah. 13. So now let's go to day 14. That's in the AM. So now I tried another form. Because, I like to mix it up. Sometimes I want to do that free-flowing thing. And then sometimes, I know I said last week I wanted to break free of my confines. But sometimes writing within the confines, then next one I'll try and write more free. You make me smile like I haven't in a while. And giggle inside that you remembered. The little things that bring joy and retrieve memories from deep inside that made me smile like I haven't in a while. While working, I was grinning from ear to ear. I'd forgotten the fear of snorkeling, but you remembered, so it made me smile like I haven't in a while. I still don't remember the words, no matter how much I search for them, but I hope I made you smile as you made me smile like I haven't in a while. Now, a dancer, if I recall, is like A, B, B, A, and I'm going to say A, like a capital A, where that line is repeating. So the line I'm repeating is, it made me smile like I haven't in a while. But I kind of add to it because I feel like I should. So I did a dancer, called Dancer in the AM, and you do see the repeatability in it. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this content. So this was week 2. This is the last day 14. I mean, it is not yet up on the page, that's why I put it like this, but please go to the page, take a look at the poems, not just mine, you can look at the others, and you know what, I'll see you next time.